You should not have sympathy for j.a.r. And I'm going to really explain it to you when we get into the response video. We milked you way too much. And now you've given us more milk to work with. This is your fault, j.a.r. I'm supposed to sit here and go, oh, well, j.a.r's just a victim of circumstance. No, you're an idiot. Why are you putting your hopes and dreams into a guy with 1,000 subscribers? Are you out of your f***ing mind, j.a.r.? Are you kidding me? What are you doing? You have put your nose into dramas that you have no f***ing idea what you're doing for over a decade. All of this is your own fault. It is not because you're an easy target. It's because you are a f***ing loser. The ACC is your home. That is what you are, and you will never escape it.
You're suing a man and you ended with a fucking dog hitting a fucking drum! Oh, I'm fucking mad.
Cops is filmed on location with the men and women of law enforcement. All suspects are innocent until proven guilty in a court of law.
Time for j.a.r. 10, guys. You don't understand here, okay? I just want to read this note. I want to read this comment, okay? Before I really get into the video that we're going over today. I haven't watched it yet. I saw it last night. I was out, and I was like, you know what? I'm not going to watch this video yet. I ignored Fauji's live stream. I ignored everybody's coverage of it, tweets, everything. I even put a no gag order on the Discord server, not to spoil it for me. You need to understand something, okay? This comment encapsulates everything wrong with j.a.r's mindset. It's my favorite thing I've ever seen. You don't understand, okay? I hate Just a Robot. Like, full stop, all right? For the weird shit he was doing with Kat, to the weird shit he's been doing for all these years, for the decade-long internet history that he's had just being a complete fuck-up, being held back by Lyo Convoy to be a true cow because Lyo can't see people kill themselves on the public stage. This is the thing. You should not have sympathy for j.a.r. And I'm going to really explain it to you when we get into the response video. But I want to read this so you can see the mindset of the kind of person that is still a Just a Robot fan. To all those wondering why he's doing another response, it's simple. Because people won't shut the fuck up about it. Oh, I'm so sorry, j.a.r. j.a.r, wait a minute. I'm so sorry to the j.a.r fan and to j.a.r himself. Were you not going randomly talking to small channels all day long about your drama? Weren't you hiding in Himpleton's server talking about how afraid you are of Fauji and how you hate Ace Space and how you're pissed off at Chud? I'm so sorry, j.a.r. I don't know where this came from, this idea that it's just us starting shit constantly. It's not. j.a.r keeps opening his mouth. He keeps tweeting. He keeps going on small channels to talk about his drama. He keeps talking about it privately in Discord, and everyone's leaking his messages and calls in Discord. He's posting in public Discord servers about his drama. It's over, j.a.r. It's been over forever. We milked you way too much. And now you've given us more milk to work with. This is your fault, j.a.r. As he explains in this video and many others, he's bad at debating people and thinks without prior notice on what it's about. He knows what it's about. He knows. He wrote the video for ChrisTheNarc. He interviewed ChrisTheNarc. He knows the topic. Made a video condemning them with all the information that was already out there and then tried to backtrack on it. Got scared when Kumo uploaded a video that this is the cope that I've heard is in this video, okay? I have a little bit of a spoiler for myself. He copes in this video that Kumo fucked him over, that Kumo uploaded his video without his permission, and he didn't know what to do, and he panicked and uploaded what he had. j.a.r, you have been doing content for over a decade. If someone uploads a video that is yours, right, and it is not the completed, finished product, here's the thing, buddy. Here's the really important thing I'm going to tell you. You can put a post out. I know there's this new thing called, I don't know, social media or Twitter or your own YouTube community post saying, hey, I trusted this video to Jibs. I trusted this video to somebody else to give it a once over. They decided to leak that to somebody who has a problem with me. And what they did is they uploaded it to their own YouTube channel. It is not the finished product in any retrospect, and it is almost completed. There's things that have changed about it, and I hope you'll be patient. That's all I got to say. That's all he had to say to get past this, j.a.r. Literally. But he's too stupid to figure that shit out. I'd also like to remind you that j.a.r. has quite literally left the drama sphere. No, he hasn't. What are you talking about? No, he hasn't. He's hanging out in Discord servers that involve drama. He's hanging out in commentary channel, Glub Shido commentary channel Discord servers. He's talking to drama channels that are pro him. He's not removed from the drama. After this drama happened, he uploaded a video about Frogan, a drama involving Ethan Klein and Hassan. j.a.r. This fan has no idea what the fuck they're talking about. And the reason I'm putting this one on blast is because j.a.r. responds to it. Also, just saying, I'm commenting after the full 33 minutes and 54 seconds minute for me. It just released an hour ago, so you can use this as a timestamp for comments from people who just didn't watch the video and are ones spreading lies. Spreading lies? Who's spreading lies, retard? At this point, j.a.r. trying to fuck Cine Bear has been a meme, but it was creepy that he's doing sleepy time calls with an obvious groomer. God forbid that people find that a little bit suspect. Then there's the other half of that, where that random girl was like, oh, I was 17 and I drew a pornographic artwork of j.a.r. I almost crashed out over that allegation. It's ridiculous. This is my problem at the end of the day, right? All of this has been accurate. There have been a handful of things that is like gilding the lily, like just fucking with him, just trolling him a little bit, right? Genuinely, that's what it is. And he thinks there is a coordinated effort behind the scenes by Chud, myself, Nick, June the King, Keemstar, fucking Augie, all these people, every single creator that has ever made a video on him when it was happening are all in a cabal. All of it. We're all just making shit up just to own j.a.r. No! You're just that easy of a fucking retard that it is easy to milk you for money and views, dude. That's all it is. It ain't that deep. Or do you think they don't need to watch because nothing of note will be in it? And they'll say, they'll stay right. Just a robot, thank you for sticking around. Even though you've been getting shit thrown at you like crazy and basically milked your suffering for all it's worth. I'm so sorry. This is karma at this point. Chat, I feel like we're all on the same page with this, though. Let me ask you a question here. With all the things that we've covered involving j.a.r., his history, his beefs with other people, how he dealt with Mally Malware, how he dealt with any other content creator that you could put a fucking name to. Serious question. Was this just a single mistake? Or was this eventually going to happen with how many fuck-ups j.a.r. has had? This is karma, j.a.r. This is through all the fuck-ups that you've done, all the ways you've treated people like shit, all the ways that you've tried to snake people. This is where we are now. You did this. You clanker fuck. Just really thank you for not deleting your account and leaving YouTube because people will leave you alone for messing up once. Bro, this is the ultimate lolcow thing. Also, please don't do that. Do that like a month after releasing this video or delete the video because it will use it as ammunition to throw shade at you. No. You're just a retard, j.a.r. And it's super funny that you keep trying to respond, fail, respond, fail, respond, fail, respond, fail. Oh, I'm going to go to some small YouTube channel. You open your mouth, we find it and shit on you. It's all your fault, you clanker. You dirty, disgusting, savage clanker. Thank you, Doug, for the 34 months. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Doug. He kept adding gunpowder, and they're surprised he blew up when someone lit the fuse. Yes, it's almost like he lit it.
Adding gunpowder, and they're surprised it blew up when someone lit the fuse.
Crazy, right? Let me see how j.a.r. responds. Let's just read j.a.r.'s response. This is great. Thank you. It's been hard, but I'm trying to hang in there. I just thought I should. What was it again? Oh, j.a.r. Are you depressed? I just thought I should remake the last one. j.a.r. Sweetheart. I know what you're doing. You're hoping that the people that watch the original videos that you put out and all the coverage gets drowned out by this response to everything. j.a.r., you fucked up. You did a sleepy time call with a groomer. You tried to blame Lio for all this. You tried to blame other people for this. You tried to blame the fact that your roommate wasn't here because of this. This is all your fault. This is the culmination of everything that you've ever done. Now, finally, dropping like a load of rocks atop of your head and crushing your fucking skull. And it's all your fault. What you should have done is pull the Destiny method. Just start streaming through it. Start uploading through it. Just upload through it. You would have gotten you A-logged for a couple more days and then boom, never again. Could have just left it alone, and then you could have pulled a doodle tones like your predecessor and make a video a year or two from now talking about your drama. And then maybe you could go retro on it, and people will forget all the information, and then I will come back, and I will actively go out of my way to correct the record. If j.a.r. ever tries to correct the record, I will go out of my way to just fuck him over, dude. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, it's not gonna happen this time, to be fair. But j.a.r. didn't have 60 gigabytes of CPU on his computer, you know? j.a.r., listen, Destiny is a lot worse than you. You should feel better about that. If I had to put you on a Richter scale of who's shittier, Destiny's like in the stratosphere, buddy. You're like sitting on the ground. It's okay, dude. You're just an idiot. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I don't think you like understand how excited I am for j.a.r. 10th again. All right, so j.a.r. uploaded this 12 hours ago. Also, I want to show you something. You see this original Cine video, right? I'm gonna show you something, chat. Remember when he uploaded his video with resets? Remember when he did that? Right? Remember? He misspelled original. Ordinal Cine video. This dude can't spell for shit. He can't. Like, I'm bad at spelling, but Christ almighty, at least I'll correct it like a minute in. He's so bad at it. Now, me and a few other people were looking into this. This is the video where he's originally condemning City Bear without, like, the interviews and all that shit. It's interesting, right? It's interesting that we're at this point. Let's see what j.a.r. has to say for himself now.
Hello, everyone. It's me, Luke. No, not...
Oh, God! The 1 HP voice. It's happening. It's happening, Chad. He's no longer his cheery self, okay? We're dealing with a man that has been downtrodden by society. We no longer get this j.a.r. We no longer get the happy-go-lucky blackface j.a.r., okay? We don't get this j.a.r. We don't get the best version of Just a Robot. We get the sad version of Just a Robot. It's very unfortunate.
j.a.r. Luke. There's gonna be no voice filter, no gameplay, no fancy editing, no nothing like that. Just me trying to explain myself to the best.
Is he responding to you, June? So he decided to remake his response video and cut out a lot of stuff
of my abilities. My last response was far from good, to say the least.
Yeah, it was trash. You were trying to be like, I want to apologize to my neighbor, to my girlfriend. I want to apologize to Lorenzo. I want to apologize to my gay roommate that I have a secret relationship with that I'm banging on the side while my girlfriend's not paying attention. You know, like, your video opener was just complete and utter trash, okay?
If it wasn't, then so many people wouldn't be clowning on it. I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm taking things seriously for the first...
That is such horseshit. I'm taking shit seriously for the first time ever. Why are you lying here, j.a.r.? Why are you lying? You take shit way too seriously all the time. Go back to the Mally malware stuff and tell me that you weren't being serious in that call with Mally. Tell me that you weren't being serious. Tell me that you weren't being serious when you were going after people. When you say that you have a vindictive nature to you. Say that with a straight face. Put your camera on and say it with a straight fucking face, j.a.r. Because I don't believe you.
Very first time in my life. I'm dealing with serious allegations, and serious allegations...
Buddy, okay. The serious allegation is that you swept for a groomer. Now, did you intentionally sweep for the groomer? That is up for debate. In my opinion... Okay, in my opinion, you are more of just a retard that thought he could get an easy win off of a drama and look like a contrarian because you thought Kumo winning debates, which means that you're going to be that guy and you are going to change the narrative and the landscape of the drama. You thought you had an easy win and you fucking didn't, retard.
Should be taken seriously. Not like my last response where I was joking around far too much.
Buddy, you were taking that shit seriously. I don't know what you're talking about by joking. Now we're going retro on the response video of joking. Really? We're going retro on that? Oh, I was joking a lot during my original response video. Were you joking when you threw Kumo under the bus saying that he was like a schizophrenic? Now, again, to be fair to j.a.r., Kumo uploading his video early, dick move. Kind of funny, but dick move. All j.a.r. had to do was say that is not the final product. Please be patient. Somebody leaked that video, and it was in the early stages of production. Information got updated, and I'm still working on it. That's all you had to do. It's all you had to do. This is a cope. This is a cope that he's joking.
Primarily going to focus on the stuff around Cinny. There's so many allegations against me that if I go over them all at the same time, this video will just end up being a giant mess.
Okay, so allegation 1, you're a retard. Allegation 2, you are vindictive. Allegation 3, you don't know what you're doing when it comes to drama content. Allegation 4, you didn't read the documents in their entirety and pretended that you did. There's so many that are just Cinny Bear related. That's it. I don't care about the other stuff around it. Yes, the Mally Malware stuff was bad. And the way you treated Lin was bad, even though Lin sucks, right? But buddy, pal, sweetheart, this is your fault. All you have to do is focus on those.
I get this out of the way now. The version of the Cinny video I uploaded was bad. I would go as far as to say that it was the worst video I ever uploaded.
Oh, he would go as far to say it's the worst video ever uploaded. Now, after, how long has it been? A year almost? How long has the Just a Robot drama happened? When did it originally happen again? I think it's been almost a year now. Now he has to say that it was the worst video ever made.
However, I do not believe I would have uploaded this draft of the video if Kumo didn't leak it out first.
Right there. Not taking accountability. It's already over. Already, buddy. Already not taking accountability. Right there. Oh, I wouldn't have done this if Kumo didn't leak my video. So are you gonna, like, acknowledge the fact that you pretended to read the messages and the Google documents referencing Cinny and what they did to NO, any of that shit? You're gonna acknowledge the fact that you failed to do that, or are you just gonna kind of like sweep it under the rug real quick? Or here's the other option. Maybe just acknowledge the fact that you overreacted and that you uploaded the video like a retard and should have done better, and own the fact that you're an idiot. This is not an excuse. This is not an explanation. It is an out for you to call Kumo the bad guy.
I want to make this clear. He did not link people my video or just play a few clips from it.
That doesn't change anything. J.a.r. Yes, he uploaded it. It doesn't change the criticism that you're an idiot.
Uploaded it in its entirety from start to finish onto his channel. And
that's really interesting that he's showing Lorenzo's DMs. Let's read this. Why would I say he made things 10 times harder if this wasn't true, if this were truly the final draft? Dude, all you had to do was put out a statement saying it's not the final video. It's not that difficult. You just say, hey, it's not the final video. New information came out. Please be patient. That's it!
And yes, he did this all before I released the video myself. This was not a re-upload, this was a pre-upload. I do have some proof that I was working on another draft of the video, such as the fact it was uploaded unlisted days before it went live. I did this so I would have plenty of time to think things over on whether I should upload the video or not. I was also sending people the video so they could look it over and give me their thoughts on it. Now I know that some of you are going to call me a liar, because
I'm not calling you a liar, I'm calling you a fucking idiot. Which has been my criticism since day one, J.a.r. My overall criticism of Just a Robot is that he's a vindictive, self-aggrandizing, overly egotistical man-child. That is where my criticisms lie, is that he failed to do these things and pretended like he was the best in the business doing these things, that he won multiple dramas, that he crushed these dramas, that he changed the narratives of shit. J.a.r., that is my criticisms of you. That is the overall criticisms of everybody with you.
The second draft of my Cinny video was already fully edited. However, the first draft of my Cinny video, which was more negative towards her, was also fully edited as well.
Which, at that time, buddy, that was the right video to upload. The negative one. That's the funniest part. The one that Kumo uploaded that was the negative version of the video, or actually just in general, let's remove Kumo from it. The original idea of the video being negative against Cinny Bear would have been the video to put out. The only reason that you tried going in the opposite direction is because you thought you found a way to look like a contrarian and win the day, instead of just being upfront with what you had at the time. And to be honest, you didn't even know what you had because your dumb fucking roommate, Professor Dreadlock, wasn't home to help you read a document. Hey, J.a.r., I'm gonna tell you something. There's this new thing called AI that can read shit out to you. It's shocking, I know. It's brand new. I don't think you've ever heard of artificial intelligence before that can read shit to you.
I'll link it down below if you wish to check it out. Here's a clip from it.
The funniest part about all of this is you didn't do what you did with that 14-year-old because you wanted to get with them, you just couldn't stop cooming. You coomed until you groomed. I never even heard of a situation like this happening until now.
It should be noted that I was not happy with that draft of the video as well. I was on Jack's, aka Birdie's side way too much in it.
Yeah, because this is the other half of j.a.r being an idiot, okay? This is the other half of j.a.r being an idiot. I'm getting rid of the fucking goal. It's actually aggravating me that Core wanted me to do that. I'm getting rid of that. Now listen, this is the other half of the idiocy, right? You were on Birdie's side. He did, to be fair, chat, to be fair, he did, what's the word I'm looking for? He did promote Birdie's GoFundMe in the video, right? He did. He already had a preconceived notion that Birdie was a victim initially. But instead of recognizing that both parties have a disgusting history on the internet, he failed miserably to actually articulate it.
Yes, I made this first draft on Cindy before I reached out to her. I was talking about grooming allegations, so I wanted to gain as much info as I possibly could.
Which is fair. You know, you made the initial video to bash him, and then you reached out to ChrisTheNarc to figure out what was going on. I have no problem with that. The problem is how you conducted yourself. The problem is even with the interview with ChrisTheNarc, the overwhelming amount of information on ChrisTheNarc and Jack should have made you realize, damn, these people are a fucking problem, and it is obvious that they are disturbed individuals that put kids in harm's way. It is not hard to discern that between the two of them.
Honestly, I didn't expect Cindy to add me back, but she did. I was so ready to tear into you. And this was the day I was going to upload it unlisted for my Patreon supporters, and it was going to go live tomorrow. When I interviewed Cindy, I wanted to make it seem like I was on her side as much as possible so she wouldn't run away. I want to make this clear, I wasn't pulling an op on her or anything like that. I was just trying to make sure my information...
Nobody's accusing you of pulling ChrisTheNarc like an op on ChrisTheNarc. People were saying that you were being inappropriate and retarded with ChrisTheNarc. This is a retcon. This is a retcon. People said it's creepy and weird that you're doing sleepy time calls with what you are perceived to be a groomer and somebody that has allegations trying to groom a child. That was the fucking allegation. That was the criticism, j.a.r. This is a retcon.
Was correct. I told Cindy I would be making another version of the video in favor of her before I reached out to Jack and Enno.
But, yeah, I'm going to be changing my video a lot, and I'm also gonna have to reach out to Jack because...
Which you didn't have to. This is the problem. j.a.r. looks at this as a black and white situation. It's not. It's not black and white. It is gray. ChrisTheNarc did do shit to Enno, 100%, and had prior interactions with minors that were inappropriate and disgusting and disturbing. Then you also have the situation involving Birdie, who is a liar, a neat, a loser, somebody that has been in dice servers where kids cut themselves and teaching kids how to cut themselves and doing sexualized shit with kids. Birdie and Jack are two disgusting people. j.a.r. can't make a nuanced video to save his fucking life, and it shows from the mentality of how he was going black and white between the two.
You know, for all I know, you're
Uh-oh! Have fun with that. Oh my god.
Yeah.
You see that? Oh, that's funny.
You know, for all I know, you're
Uh-oh!
I was going to say, for all I know, you were lying to me, but then she cut me off. Are you trying to attribute that ChrisTheNarc had malice to try and cut you off like that, knowing somehow in your brain that you were going to say somehow you might be lying to me? For all I know, you might be lying to me. How do you know that that's what Cindy was thinking?
Have fun with that. Oh my god.
Yeah,
I don't know why you just didn't repeat yourself.
I'm gonna get the video ready because knowing Jack, they're probably gonna panic and try to control the narrative, like...
Of course, and that's gonna be hilarious, but...
Yes, this was indeed very stupid on my part. I thought because I made a video bashing her before I reached out to her, that I should do the same but in reverse. My roommate, Professor Dreadlock, was also getting-
Oh! Yes! Professor Dreadlock! The greatest beard ever.
ready to go on a very long business trip, so I couldn't go over all of the long cine documents with him. I have one of the-
Can he not have a laptop while he's going on a business trip? Does he not have a laptop, like a personal laptop he can go on Discord? Does he not have that? Is he so poor that he can't afford a laptop to help you? Maybe, just maybe, you shouldn't have put yourself on a time crunch like this and uploaded a half-baked video.
The worst case,
and then now, in my opinion, for me at least, he is creating an excuse or blaming, which is crazy, that you're blaming your boyfriend like this, j.a.r. That I didn't do good enough because Professor Dreadlock wasn't here to read the document for me because I am a dyslexic retard that can't read 188 pages.
Of dyslexia in the world, so it's very hard for me to read. Professor
AI is a thing. You can have it read out to you things. It's incredible, actually. You could do that. It's really cool. It's really cool, j.a.r.
Dreadlock, on the other hand, is an extremely fast reader. A few people...
Professor Dreadlock is also a debate rapist dipshit. Like, I feel like even if Professor Dreadlock went through that document, it wouldn't have still gone well for you. But fuck me, right?
Have pointed out that at the start of the Cine draft that I uploaded, I claimed that I went through the doc. That was a lie. It wouldn't have been a lie if that draft didn't get leaked, but I have that recorded because I was going to go through the doc with my roommate before I decided to upload that draft or not.
Are you talking about the one that you uploaded or the one that Kumo uploaded? I'm just curious here.
It wouldn't have been a lie if that draft didn't get leaked, but I have that recorded because I was going to go through the doc with my roommate before I decided to upload that draft or not. For anyone who knows me personally, you know how slow of a reader I am. You've seen...
No one cares how slow of a reader you are. Dude, the way you can articulate yourself is just the worst fucking manner possible. The problem isn't that you're a slow reader. The problem is that you didn't read it at all, and we're pretending that you did in your video that you uploaded to your YouTube channel with the interview with ChrisTheNarc. That's the problem. The problem is that you pretended to be an authority on this when you did nothing. You knew nothing about the situation.
See me misspell things more.
Why does he keep revealing personal info about himself? Moo! Moo, motherfucker! Moo! Moo! He's a cow, Shinji!
Multiple times. The idea that I read through both docs very carefully by myself is an absolutely ridiculous notion.
I'm sorry. Expecting you to do your due diligence, to sit there and do your fucking job reading documents for information involving allegations that you're going to platform and us having expectations for you to read it is a ridiculous notion. This is way better than the original response video.
My initial draft, I was just listening to the popular opinion and quickly skimmed the two documents, mostly looking at the pictures on screen.
So you attempted to read it. So you didn't just take the extra time to read it? Why? Why didn't you do that? If you were already seeing what the opinion of the populace was, and you read the document, and if the document matches what the populace is saying, you could have saved yourself a lot of fucking time, j.a.r.
When I heard that there were a few people defending Cine, not saying
Kumo,
that she was completely innocent, just that she wasn't as guilty as some were portraying her to be, I decided to reach out to Cine, along with those who were defending her, to get their side of the story as well.
Yes, you saw an opportunity to change the narrative on this story. That is a fact, because you saw, and your own words were, I saw Kumo debate people on live stream and in comment sections, and he won those. So there maybe is a way to make ChrisTheNarc look good in this. I'm sorry, buddy. You backed the wrong horse. You failed.
After all, I've seen multiple dramas where everybody's bashing one person, only for the entire situation to be...
I'm going to repeat myself again for the 50,000th time when it comes to j.a.r. doing comparisons to other people's dramas. j.a.r., as somebody that has done drama prior, that has been doing drama for a very long time, j.a.r., you need to understand one fundamental fucking thing. Not all dramas are going to be the same just because they have some parallels. If people are dogpiling one kind of content creator, that doesn't mean that every other drama where the dogpiling was unjust is going to work out the same way. Individual drama context matters, and you fail to fucking understand that. You fail.
Be reversed later. I didn't want to just side with the popular opinion, only to find out that I spread misinformation later on. But why
That's crazy coming from the guy that constantly spreads misinformation about shit. That's crazy, dude.
Spend so much time editing the video before I even look through the 2 documents. I have to plan ahead on these things. After all, adding in my avatar takes a lot more time and effort than just adding in gameplay or recording my face. I knew that this situation was still ongoing and that more information was coming out. I could take my time on this video and remake it over and over again, of course salvaging what I could along the way.
j.a.r. So you... Please tell me this isn't the argument you're going with. It's like, well, it takes a lot of time to edit my videos. My little robot still takes a long time to what's it called? It takes a long time to edit. What? While you're doing the stills, can you not have the AI read out the document to you?
Or I could just get cold feet and not upload any draft of the video. After I made the first draft, I was not happy with it, so I wanted to remake it after getting Cindy and her friend's side of the story. Then I was going to remake it again after looking at the anti-Cindy side in more detail, and after me and my roommate looked through the doc in more detail. But you already knew all of this if you see my last response.
No, everyone knew this because of all the coverage on you, because you have consistently changed the story multiple times and made different iterations of it. This has been the talking point that we have all had, is that you failed to do the basic shit, and now you've sprinkled in some extra stuff. Oh, it takes a long time to edit my guy in my video. I could have just done gameplay. Oh, I was gonna go back. Buddy, you should have read the documents before speaking to anybody about this. The reason for it is because if you have the information from the document, correct, you can present that to j.a.r and then get their side after you have all said information. You failed to do the basic task of just doing that one thing. You failed immediately. You also have editors. You had Lorenzo. Lorenzo was editing for you. What are you talking about?
Fortunately for me,
There's no fancy edits. There's none. It's moving the little guy up and down every time he talks when the audio wave hits. It's just moving. It's like holding a little popsicle stick guy and going like this. That's it. And then you add screenshots and gameplay footage for the interview. That is not a difficult video to make.
I had no proof of this. I didn't record any calls about this because I never expected my video to get leaked. Until today. I completely forgot what I said about my Cindy video in my call with Vincent Skullman. Ratsu, a person who interviewed me, you might have seen it around, later became friends with me because she came to the conclusion that the drama around me was overblown. I am happy with the friendship
Yeah, Ratsu's a retard.
I developed with her. She has been extremely understanding and kind to me. She told me that Vincent Skullman sent Lio Convoy our call, and apparently Lio Convoy demanded that Vincent Skullman not upload it under any...
That's not what happened. That's literally not what happened. I was told directly from the horse's mouth that did not happen. Now, Lio could be lying to me. He could. He could be lying to me, and I will wholeheartedly eat my words on that one. But let's be fair here. Okay, let's be fair to Justin. Let's do this. All right, let's do on the weighting scales of who's the bigger liar. The guy who's a Christian that constantly bitch moans and complains that people lie to him and he's an idiot, but he's honest to a fault, or the guy that continuously is vindictive against people no matter what's going on in his life. You can say one thing about him and he'll remember it for 20 fucking years until the day he dies. Makes shit up, changes stories constantly, and is never consistent on anything. Which one would you rather put in the I'm lying section? I will let you decide, chat.
These circumstances. Naratsu...
Never trust the ACC retard, Chris. That's fine. That's fine. But I have no indication, no proof, no evidence that at any point Lio said the words, you cannot upload anything about j.a.r anymore.
Who could be lying to me, but this did make me listen to the call, and I heard things that really piqued my interest. As you can see from the timestamps on screen, I had this call with Vincent only 15 hours I sent the last part of my Cine video to my editor Lorenzo. Now I want to make this clear so someone doesn't claim that I lied. I did send Lorenzo a few more parts for the Cine video after this call, but they were very small changes. This was the last big part I sent to him.
I've been interviewing people, I've been looking into this deeper, and I'm not...
What people? What people have you been interviewing, j.a.r? Because you said that you only interviewed j.a.r, and now we're moving to I interviewed multiple people about this, and that you didn't even interview Birdie. buddy. I don't know what you're talking about here. Where are these other interviews coming from?
Saying Cindy is innocent, I want to make that clear. It's just more people in this situation are guilty than you might think. The problem...
Why are you, like, dancing around it? And there's no, like, more guilt. ChrisTheNarc did what they did. They got the kid in the call. They got the kid to involve themselves in rape fetish roleplay, sent rape fetish artwork to a minor, and then your justification for it was, that's not porn. That's just sitting in a lap. And you didn't even look at the photos. There was one where a rape was literally happening. I don't know what the hell you're talking about, j.a.r. You're changing the story again.
Is I know this community. They're going to twist it into me defending a groomer, and I'm like...
One of the main reasons I have others review my videos before publishing is to ensure that my message is communicated clearly. I often find it challenging to express myself effectively with words. This is... This is one word, just a few more words, and it's the exact same thing that Bo Black says. All he has to do is add, I'm autistic. That's all he has to add. That's all he has to add.
Like, that's not what I'm doing in the video, and I don't want to talk about it too far anymore with you, because, like, I don't want anything to get leaked, because I've been working on this for literal weeks, but I have been gathering a lot of information.
No, you haven't. You didn't gather shit. Everyone else gathered it before you. And even then, all we knew at the time was that ChrisTheNarc had their cats taken. ChrisTheNarc was being accused of grooming a kid. There were 2 documents out there. Birdie, a known schizophrenic, put out a video accusing ChrisTheNarc of that. Now, the thing is, and this is the crazy thing, right? Jack can be infinitely worse than ChrisTheNarc, but if the information matches what Jack was saying, at least the part about Eno, ChrisTheNarc's done. Done. It's done. It doesn't matter. You can add the additional aspects to it, but that's not going to change the overall narrative of ChrisTheNarc. That's not going to make ChrisTheNarc look less guilty or that it was overblown. It didn't change anything, and you went out of your way to downplay it when it came to the artwork, the conversations in the DMs, everything. You did that. No one else did. You did.
I've been going back and reworking on the video because I want to make it clear I'm not saying Cindy is innocent.
As you can hear clear as crystal, I was emphasizing to Vincent Skullman that my video's purpose was not to convince people that Cindy was innocent, just less guilty. You can all
less guilty of what? Grooming a kid? Because that's what they did. There's no way to make it less guilty when there is literal drawings of rape and her getting the kid into the rape art fetish with them about boy. There is no way to show it to be less guilty, especially when they already had their own drama with another minor years ago.
j.a.r is the man putting a stink in his bike wheel meme personified.
He is. He really is.
Also tell that I didn't want anything to get leaked out because I put so much work into this already.
Along with the fact that I stated that I'm going to go back to rework on the video to make it clear I'm not saying that Cindy is innocent.
I just wanted to finish what I had for now so I could go over it and see what needed to be changed and what I could salvage.
The first situation I was ever in with this, that I ever got into with this whole community was the Princess Elizabeth 013 drama.
Oh my god. He can't get over the Princess Elizabeth thing. How long ago was the Princess Elizabeth drama that j.a.r covered? A decade? A decade plus? He can't get over the fact that people like shit on him for that.
When she was 14, people would send her like pictures of Rouge the Bat raping her avatar. People above the age of 30 were doing that, and when I called that out, I got accused of being a pedo, because why else would I defend a 14-year-old? So it's just like...
That is so stupid. That is a stupid thing, okay? Incredibly stupid. Incredibly stupid. I'm going to be honest with you. If they came after you because you were defending a 14-year-old getting artwork sent by 30-year-olds about Rouge the Bat raping their fucking avatar, you got a raw deal on that one. You did. But here's the thing. That's stupid. That's genuinely stupid. What you did was you inadvertently attempted to defend a groomer, whether you did it on purpose or not. That doesn't change. That's not the same thing as the Princess Elizabeth situation. Chris, from my understanding, after j.a.r. ran for me, j.a.r. is doing the autistic semantics game between Coomer, Groomer, and Pedo. His excuse will shock you. Send me what you got.
It's like, my, have the turns have tabled. The thing is, like...
What? The turns have table? I hate him so much.
I looked at the comic. The thing is, though, the doc maker didn't censor out anything. It was actually Cindy who sent it out, censored it herself when she sent it. And when I found out, I was like, wow, that makes things way less bad. It's still...
I don't care that it was censored, j.a.r. I don't care. If you read the Discord exchange, they are talking about full-blown rape. The artwork was depicting rape. I don't care that it was censored. It's fucked. And then City decided to try and get them in a call to do the role play in a voice call.
Still pretty bad. It's still pretty bad, but it's not as bad. Like, if you send a minor uncensored porn, it's worse than sending them censored porn. You know what I mean?
It's still porn! It's still porn! It's still porn! It's still porn. It is still porn.
Yeah, it's still overall fucking but it's gonna kind of lessen the blow.
Thanks
Vincent's a retard. This guy's a fucking idiot.
to reaching out to Cindy and her friends, I could make the information clear that she censored out the doc herself. I did not disagree with Vincent when he said it's still overall yeah, because I agreed with that. Sending a minor porn of any kind is bad.
Oh, thank you, j.a.r., for the very hot take. The thing that you should have thought of immediately. Okay? The thing that should have came to your mind the second that it happened, where you see that and go, oh, they're sending them pornographic artwork of rape. It's censored, but it's still sending pornographic artwork of rape.
Or not, but censoring it is still less bad than sending uncensored porn.
He's never gonna learn. He's never gonna learn.
At the end of the day, they're both bad, but I wanted to get my information correct.
Here's my opinion. Cindy was very...
Why does this sound, and Oplock has a good point, and this is gonna piss off j.a.r., and I don't care. Okay, I don't care that I'm saying this. Doesn't this sound like what Doodle Tones tried to do the whole defense of George the Raccoon? That people were like unjustly dogpiling them, and that you should, that it's not really a fetish, or that people took it too far. Doesn't it sound just like his predecessor Doodle Tones?
Very inappropriate. She deserves to get backlash, but I do not think she's a pedo. I don't think she's the next Cosmo.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Did she not want to like get in a voice call with Eno, which was confirmed after your drama? Didn't that not happen? So that means that it started to escalate from DMs to porn being sent to them to engaging more in depth into the roleplay in voice call when Cindy knew the age of the person and said the words, why are young people, why are kids more fun than adults? Like, bro, it's over. Like, stop.
Mador. I don't think she's a pedo because, like, I'm gonna be honest here, I think she would have done this with anyone. I think she's just an Omega Coomer, but she's...
Please stop saying the word Coomer, dude. I'm begging you. I'm begging you.
Not, like, a pedo. And that's pretty much...
I'm sorry. There are three technically instances of Cindy Bear doing shit to kids. 3 instances. And the exact words in the DMs with Eno was, how come kids are more fun than adults? That should be enough for you to understand that Cindy Bear is somebody genuinely that either is so absolutely reckless that they will send pornography to anybody and have sexual conversations even with kids. That is a paraphilia, that they are doing that and they don't care about the age of the person. Grooming. And what she was trying to do to Eno was to get them comfortable enough to engage in their roleplay. Grooming. Like, pedophilia.
My whole take on this situation, the problem is...
This disgusting field hand clanker is annoying the hell out of me.
Is if you don't say that Cindy is literally...
Jesus Christ.
The living embodiment of Satan, people will twist it.
Even back...
We're not saying that she's Satan. We're saying that she groomed a kid, which is essentially on par with being called Satan. You know what? To be fair, Jar, you got me. You got me on that one. They are Satan.
Back then, I didn't believe that Cinny was a pedo or trying to get with.
I'm going to be unlisting it due to all the different topics we're going over because I'm going to try and bash out a bunch of them, and then I will have this Just a Robot clip up within 24 to 48 hours.
The minor, and I have kept that opinion consistent throughout this entire pedo or trying to
Satan, people will twist it.
Even back then, I didn't believe that Cinny was a pedo or trying to get with the minor, and I have kept that opinion consistent throughout this entire drama around me, and
You're an idiot. You're an idiot because there's more information that came out that you are clearly not fucking understanding.
even in my old draft. In my opinion, Cinny was not trying to get with the minor romantically or sexually. She still messed up.
I'm so sorry. Getting the child to engage in your degenerate rape fetish roleplay and to move it from DMs and artwork to a VC call to be able to have conversations with this person and role play with them in voice call is already pushing. It's already creeping up. It was already too fucking much. Now it's crept up to, oh, let's talk about the thing in the VC together. How about we come hang out sometime? We could do it in person. Like that is the logical next stage, Jar.
Really, really badly, and she
I
deserved.
would pay to hear Jar interview Birdie. I would pay so much goddamn money. You know who my dream interview would be? To watch. I don't do interviews. They're fucking stupid. I've only done one interview. I think I've only done a handful of interviews on this whole channel. One of them was with Pac God, with his drama with Leg back in the day before we became friends again, which I don't know how the fuck you can become friends again after what happened. Fuck me, right? My dream interview would be Jar, Boblax, and Birdie. That would be my ideal podcast. I'm not even kidding. I think that would be the greatest podcast ever made. I will fund it, okay? I will fund the Just a Robot, Boblax, Birdie podcast. I would fund the shit out of it.
Deserves to get bashed for it. Anytime I defended someone who was getting bashed, even a little bit, I always received major backlash. Whenever I have defended someone, whether it's Mari, Antunes, or Peaches, I've never claimed that they were perfect little angels who never did anything wrong. I'm just saying that they're not as guilty as people have portrayed them to be.
That's a little crazy. I'm going to be honest with you. Most of these people that you're listing was towards the end of the drama when you tried to claim victory over these people, Jar. Tried to claim victory over the drama. That's your fault for doing these things. Some of these people did not deserve the defense. I'm going to be honest with you. But let's remove the old content. Let's focus on the now. Again, just because those situations also had people getting dogpiled does not mean that the Cinny Bear thing is the same as the other ones and the outcome is going to be the same as the other one.
If you commit a crime, yes, you should be held responsible for it, but you shouldn't be held responsible for a greater crime that you have not committed.
Realistically, I have no issue at this point.
Oh, well, that's good. I wish more people in the ArtCC would do what you do. I wish we could just sit down and have a nice chat over a cup of tea, but...
Yeah. I wish more people would do interviews or, like, sit down and kind of, like, speak across the aisle. Jar, do you not remember what happened with Mally the last time you tried to do that? Do you not remember that, Jar? Do you not remember the drinks in the hotel room demanding to speak to people because you thought you were in the right on something? No one likes you, Jar. Nobody. Because you're nothing more than a vindictive little shit that is hoping that people don't look deep enough into the situation. You're hoping.
You know, things just have to escalate. And I did thank you for making the video because I was getting a little overconfident. And when I go into a situation with the expectation that I'm going to lose, that's when I do my best. Like, you know how I got canceled to begin with? I got overconfident in the Toby drama. That's what happened. And
oh my God, no one cares about the Toby drama. No one cares about the previous aspects of things. We care about the Cinny Bear stuff, bud. Didn't you just say that you wanted to do a serious video about the Cinny Bear allegations? Why are we referencing old dramas that you were, in your eyes and the public's, justly canceled for? Buddy, get it together.
And you making that video probably saved my ass.
The reason why I thank Vincent for making his video on me is because I thought it would save me in the long run. Of course, before I could go back and change things to make myself sound less confident, Kumo leaked out the second draft, and I...
Stop doing the blame of Kumo. All you had to do was say, I didn't want that draft out there. It is not the final draft. This is such an easy thing you could have moved past, but you keep honing in on it like it's the main fucking problem.
Panicked uploaded what I had. Vincent may have saved me, but Kumo doomed me.
Well,
No, you doomed yourself. You doomed yourself. You knew that the ACC hates your guts, right? You bitch, moan, and complain constantly that the ACC is out to get you. The ACC hates you. The ACC will do anything to destroy you. But you were dumb enough to give somebody your first draft of the video to somebody in the ACC. I'm supposed to feel sorry for you? I'm supposed to feel sorry for you. I'm supposed to sit here and go, oh, well, j.a.r's just a victim of circumstance. No, you're an idiot. All he had to do was put out a statement saying this isn't the final product. Please be patient. But instead, because you are an overly emotional, vindictive, pathetic, autistic retard clanker, you panic uploaded a video. Dude, no one cares about Kumo's YouTube channel. And the people that did cover it obviously knew that it was a raw rip of your video. And people mentioned that.
I'm glad we could sit down and have this talk because, like, the main thing I want for people to know is I'm not as mean as people think I am.
Okay, I'm starting to crash out. 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 Where the fuck is it? 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 Where is it? Where is it? Here it is.
And she didn't say every single person who buys a Harry Potter game is a transphobe. I want to make that clear. What are the issues you guys have with me? I did an accent. I don't think buying a video game makes you a bigot. I changed a thumbnail that you guys asked me to longer had a platform. And I made EDP jokes about a guy who had the nudes of a 13-year-old on his desk drive. But
Hold on. I need to find this specific verbiage. All right. There's a specific part in the audio clip that j.a.r. sent Mally where he was like, do you... he's like, I ruined Doodle Tones. I ruined this person. I don't think you can handle that. Like, dude, you are a vindictive, threat-inducing loser.
I'd rather just sit
I couldn't find it. If somebody could find it for me, that'd be great.
down and talk.
Yep, what I truly want is a peaceful solution to a lot of the situations I find myself in. I just have a habit of pissing people off unintentionally.
No. I'm not letting you retro this, j.a.r. Okay, I'm not letting you retro this. Peaceful solutions? Are you kidding? You kept taking shots across the bow at everybody with your little passive-aggressive bullshit that you were telling these smaller creators that were willing to have you on because they were too dumb to figure out that you were using them, whether that was intentionally or unintentionally. Then on top of that, you have consistently changed your story that has never been consistent in regards to what really happened. How did you actually read the documents? What happened with this? What happened with that? Oh, I do sleepy time calls this way, but with Cinny, the criticism is that I did sleepy time calls with a groomer, and they think that's weird, and I was simping for her, which you were. You were being a weirdo. Can you call it simping? It's really up to a person's interpretation of it, but you did do a sleepy time call with somebody who's being accused of sending porn to a kid. j.a.r., you have changed the story so many times behind the scenes and others' videos that it has muddied the waters so much through your own fault.
Since I find myself in, I just have a habit of pissing people off unintentionally, and I wish I didn't.
No!
No ordinary person would have been able to read them.
No. Kumo sent me a friend request.
Kumo?
Mr. Everybody's a pedophile but me is
Why are you bro, if Kumo friends you and you hate Kumo, you don't need to talk to Kumo.
contacting me.
You can tell that even back then, I knew Kumo being around me wasn't a good thing. Before you ask, no, I did not send Kumo the video. Goblin Girl sent it to him after I told her not to.
I'm hearing that it was Jibs originally. I heard that it's Jibs that sent it originally. j.a.r, that's what I'm hearing, you know? Like, Goblin was a part of it, but I heard the initial leak was Jibs. So you're already getting your information wrong on that.
I told her not to send it to anyone because I was still looking over things.
In this hypothetical, you have a roommate, right?
Yep, alright.
You find out that your roommate is a threat to children, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you A, call the police, or B, Ask for $10,000.
Right.
Man, I really love that j.a.r. is now recognizing that the birdie thing was a scam from his initial video, and he's trying to argue with people about it in calls. Buddy, we already know that birdie's a piece of shit. Everybody that covered the drama knows birdie's a piece of shit, liar, scammer. Nothing's changed. Thank you for the 2 months gooner task from Oscar. Thank you, brother.
Okay.
You see what I mean, right?
You know, they should have contacted some form of authority that could, you know, deal with this.
Yeah, like, I find it disgusting that people are talking more about Jack and Cinny's, like, living situation than, like, the fucking minor who may or may...
I'm so sorry. How are you disgusted by this? Everybody was talking about how absolutely disgusting Cinny Bear was. We already moved past that. We already covered that to death. And your drama, your video, also helped fuel that because people got more interested in it and really looked into the Cinny Bear stuff. The living situation was looked at after the fact for most people in regard to that. And Birdie, after the fact. You are fucking up the timeline so bad right now. Chris, notice how j.a.r. is being conspiratorial like Vincent Martin, but then directly contradicts Vincent. Fascinating stuff here. True, I wonder how Vincent's going to handle that. Is the j.a.r. Mally call you were looking for?
It. Maybe I could respond to it, but how much hate would you and Linlin get if I did that? To give you some
Oh! I just piss people off unintentionally. I look like a douchebag unintentionally when he says shit like this. Thank you,
Even
Shinji.
if you guys take it down, well, it still happened. People remember it. Maybe I could respond to it, but how much hate would you and Linlin get if I did that?
If you don't know the context of this is j.a.r. being upset that Mally put a few seconds of her voice into Linlin's video reading their own tweets. That's it. That's all it is. j.a.r. is doing a threat over Mally reading their own tweets in a video. And j.a.r.'s like, I'm not vindictive. I'm not that evil. I'm not that mean. Yeah, okay, dude. Okay.
May not have been groomed.
One of my stances on the drama was that things should have been more focused on the minor Enno, and not on Cinny's relationship with Jack so much.
Which a lot of people didn't give a shit about the relationship because nobody who came into it initially knew that Jack was a piece of shit, content creator-wise. I'm talking about, like, Chud, myself, and the rest of the group. Nobody really knew that, but the overall audience that you are catering to knew that Birdie was a piece of shit, knew that Cinny Bear was a piece of shit. That was already known. You didn't, like, you can focus on the minor perfectly fine without you doing an interview talking about how she can't masturbate and then trying to downplay the sending of pornography because it just was censored. Instead of also focusing on the fact that Cinny was doing roleplay rape with the minor in DMs.
Also iffy at this point in time whether what Cinny did was grooming or not. I was going to talk to Vincent Skalman about this call, but then I realized that all of his drama videos, including the 2 new ones he made on me, are gone. And both of his Twitters are currently...
Why are you putting your hopes and dreams into a guy with 1,000 subscribers? Are you out of your fucking mind, j.a.r.? Are you kidding me? What are you doing? What is happening here? Am I crazy here? Why is j.a.r. reaching out to 1,000 sub shitters to save his career? What is with this? These people aren't gonna change anything.
locked. Huh. That's kind of weird. Now you might try to claim that I'm a liar. After all, that's a lot of money to spend on 2 different drafts of a video. So why would I spend even more money on
a lot of money for 2 different drafts of the video? How much you paying your editor, you weirdo?
3rd draft? Well, the thing is, Lorenzo is just about my cheapest editor. He lives in the Philippines where the US dollar goes very...
Why in the hell are you outing where Lorenzo lives? What the fuck are you doing right now? What are you doing? You're pushing 30, bro.
Drafts of a video, so why would I spend even more money on a 3rd draft? Well, the thing is, Lorenzo is just about my cheapest editor. He lives in the Philippines where the US dollar goes very far. $5 to us is about $20 to them. Any payment he asks for, I would give it to him, even after he asked for an extra $100 after I started getting cancelled for the Cine drama. I just gave it to him, but apparently, from what I have...
Hold on. Okay, so Lorenzo posted this. I'm going to read this. I'm just curious what Lorenzo had to say here. Honestly, man, after all this, I'm glad you're not my friend, just someone who pays me. and what we had was strictly business. I brought up my concerns with you, how I told you straight to your face that sent uncensored and highly detailed gore to teens in her public Discord server, covered up by the pitiful spoiler tag as a goddamn trigger warning, how your interview was rancid garbage, and how she made shit worse for you and me by posting that aborted abomination of visual and audible gonorrhea called a video. Damn, Lorenzo! As for Lio saying that I might make a video on this, I wasn't even planning to do so. I guess he was saying it hypothetically to test your friendship with me. Things are building up inside my head, so I might make a video about this after all. I hope that would be funny. But it's not going to be about you and Cindy, but a much bigger issue internet has for a long time. Birdie and City are critical symptoms. You are just a mere distraction. Oh God, don't do the moral high ground game. And one more thing, since Cindy is no longer with you and take back your video on her, I would like you to give me $100 in her place. What? $100 in her place? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I would like you to give me 100 USD in her place. Wait a minute. That verbiage is interesting. In her place. Did j.a.r. offer City Bear $100 to interview them? No way. I think that there's no shot. I'll keep reading. It was a joke, but after the mental turmoil I suffered during and after the video production, I would like you to do that. It's the least you could do for now. I'll still be in contact with you, but mostly for personal and business reasons, mainly regarding to editor stuff. Oh, and do me a favor, please don't be in contact with Blank anymore. I don't even bother telling her why, for her sake, man. Wait a minute. Did I miss something from what Lorenzo? Okay, so he blurred that out as well. Don't worry about me. I have a new client and he pays good. Until then, see you later. Please actually read what I said or use text-to-speech program to listen to this entire message again and again to make you understand the gravity of what you did. John, what did j.a.r. respond with? Didn't see this until now. I sent you the money. You've done good work for me, and I think you earned it. I do not know why you're bringing up Blank, but it's up to her. I hope no hate comes to you due to my video, but I will be responding to everything in time. Right now, I still need to wait for everything to cool down. If you can make a video if you want, I will not even try to stop you. This is great.
Have been told he started going around telling people that I underpaid him, even though I always paid him what we agreed upon. If he wanted more money, he could have always asked for it. Now Kumo claiming that he uploaded my draft to...
So Lorenzo needs to... Let me see here. Okay, so Lorenzo has a response to Just a Robot in regard to this underpaying allegation. Let me pull this up real quick. So Lorenzo has something to say in regard to j.a.r. Man, seeing my DMs in this video is quite chilling to me. Okay, interesting claim he made. I never went around to people saying he underpaid me. That might have been people in the server, this server, who cares about me too much, so broken telephone, I guess. Lyle went to me and asked me questions, and I answered them in his DMs and this server. Some of you reinterpret that and made that claim on my behalf, even though I never asked for it. I don't remember Lio saying that Lorenzo was being underpaid, but I could imagine that Cat's Lair is retarded and probably said something like that. And somehow that led to j.a.r. thinking I made those claims. I mean, he can ask me to clarify things. I didn't block him or anything, but I did not. But 100% I did not make those claims. So Lorenzo is denying any sort of allegation involving underpayment. He's also denying that, I would say, because I've never heard Lio say the words Lorenzo was underpaid. I don't believe that's the case. That's just me, though. So, I don't know, j.a.r. That might be some misinformation in your video. Again.
The video to stop me is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life. As far as I'm aware, the video to stop me could have always asked for it. Now, Kumo claiming that he uploaded my draft of the video to stop me is the biggest load of bullshit I've ever heard in my life.
Bro, everyone already knows that Kumo's a bullshit artist. Everyone ripped him apart. We don't care about Kumo. We care about you!
As far as I'm aware, that has never worked in the history of YouTube, and it doesn't make any sense. Uploading someone else's video onto your channel before they have a chance to upload it themselves doesn't stop them from uploading it. In my last response video, I asked people to show me examples of where this has ever worked, and no one has provided one single example.
I'm so sorry, buddy. The example doesn't matter, you debate rapist. The situation being was that Kumo ripped your video, uploaded it on his channel early so that he can rape your content. Now, you as a functioning, semi-functioning, barely functioning, let's go with barely functioning adult, should have enough logic and agency to understand this one particular facet that you fucked up, that you just didn't put out a statement saying, yep, Kumo got an early draft of my video. It's not complete yet. Please be patient. I can't believe I'm repeating myself again because j.a.r. just doesn't understand that he could have avoided all of this if he just said that. No one cares about the Kumo upload, dude. It's a factor, but it doesn't dictate how your processes went, how the interview went, the sleepy time calls, all the shit you did with other people in the past, how you conducted yourself in the interview with j.a.r, like all the pod shots you've been taking at everybody. It doesn't change anything.
Personally speaking, I've never even heard of something like this happening before. I do not believe Kumo has any interest in protecting me or the truth. He was trying to convince Cindy that my end goal was to rape her.
Like, I knew how—
Yes, we know this. Everyone knows this. Everyone was aware what Kumo said was insane. We all defended you. No one said the words, yeah, just a robot's gonna rape j.a.r. Kumo said so. It's like, no one thought that in the history of this drama. Not a single person. And the fact you're throwing this up here is trying to deflect your own failure and agency. This is only a deflection, bud.
how this guy was. I warned you how he was. I told you what position you were in, and I was very conscious and scared on your behalf because of what position you're in. j.a.r. could have raped you, and that's probably what he was trying to, like, that was probably his dream, his end goal.
In my humble opinion, it's far more likely that Kumo did what he did to keep me from reaching out to Jack and Enno to get their sides of the story. Or maybe he looked at this draft of the video and thought, wow, this is terrible, I better upload it in case j.a.r. changes his mind about doing so himself.
No, Kumo just hates you. Like, he did that to fuck with you.
I'm pretty sure that if I didn't upload what I had, Kumo would have told people that I didn't upload it.
How are we not halfway through? Because I have a lot to say, and there's a lot of corrections that need to be made.
Because I saw the backlash underneath his video. And if I claimed that this was just an early draft of the video, people would have said that I was lying.
Nobody would have said that. Nobody. You're just reading stupid shit. You're reading stupid comments. All you had to do was put out a statement saying, hey, this video, while it looks complete, is still in the draft phase. I wasn't actually planning on uploading this at the time. There's still more information I'm combing through. That's all you had to do. That's it.
Even here in the last voice message I sent to Cindy that my confidence was pretty much all gone, and that I was getting cold feet about this entire situation.
Listen, Cindy, I can't promise
the what HT
this will fix everything for you, or even anything for you. I don't want you to feel like you have a false sense of hope. I'll do what I can, but that's it. I helped Peaches out, but the allegations on you are much more rough. But I'm going to do what I can to help, because I know this shit is and will leak into your real life.
This is part of—
I'm trying to let her down easy. Why? Tell them, hey, fuck off. Your drama's too much of a fucking problem. Better thumbnail. True. It is better, but you have that on your own channel, Gilded. That is a better thumbnail. That is a better thumbnail, though. You want me to show you Gilded's thumbnail? It is better. I will admit that. You know, that is a better Just a Robot thumbnail. That is a better one.
Part of the reason as to why I freaked out so much in the DMs with Cindy and Goblin Girl after I saw that Kumo uploaded the video himself. My thought process wasn't, oh no, Kumo uploaded the video before I did.
I think I can legally see it. What? Oh god. Goblin Girl is romantic goblin. Oh god, I know goblins have a panic attack.
My thought process wasn't, oh no, Kumo uploaded the video before I did. I wanted to do that first. My thought process was, oh no, everybody is going to believe that this is my final draft of the video.
Because you're an idiot. And again, you have no agency to put out the fire. You just decided, oh, well, it's a lost cause now. I'm going to panic upload now instead of just going, hey, video's not accurate.
Now, if you don't believe me that I wouldn't have uploaded this video if Kumo didn't do what he did, why is it that the first time I ever receive massive backlash is the same time a draft of my video is leaked? If you think it's just a coincidence, then stars aligned. That's quite a coincidence.
Is j.a.r. trying to say there's a conspiracy against him? Is that Please tell me Jar did not just imply that.
Time I ever receive massive backlash is the same time a draft of my video is leaked. If you think it's just a coincidence, then stars aligned. That's quite a coincidence. I can already hear what the live streamers reacting to this video are saying.
Get fucked, retard! There you go. That's what I'm saying. Get fucked. You consistently change the story. You consistently add variables onto it that were not there initially. You could have just done one simple thing. Tell people, hey, this isn't the final video. That's it.
Jar, you're just using this as an excuse. Then why give me that excuse?
Oh, I'm not saying it's an excuse. I'm saying you're a dipshit. So you don't know what people are going to say.
Let me upload the video myself before you leak it, and then bash me for it. I was bashed when I went against the grain in both the Toby and the Princess Elizabeth drama, so I wanted to be careful this time and make draft after draft until the video was perfect. That being said, I shouldn't have made the draft of that video in the first place. A topic this serious, even if I was trying to be careful, is something I should have never gotten involved in. And it's something I should have taken much more seriously. But even after I panic uploaded that draft, in less than 24 hours I took it down because I realized my mistake of uploading it in the first place. I did not double down, but I'm still receiving backlash for it to this day.
Yes, you did. You're doubling down. You're doubling down right now in regard to the pornography stuff. The same talking point that you had on the video that you uploaded. So, Jar, you are doubling down. Did you forget what you just said a few minutes ago?
Why would I tell Vincent that I was going back and forth on things, and that she deserved the backlash if this was supposed to be my final draft of the video? Why would I lie to Vincent? I had nothing to gain or to protect myself from. I just really wanted to finish up this draft so I could use it as a reference, and of course see what I could salvage. That's part of the reason as to why I told my editor Lorenzo to stop adding edits to the call I had with Cinny. When you're working on a heavily edited video, you don't really see how good or
heavily edited. Are you fucking kidding me? It is a tiny little guy on a stick that talks, and then you add screen caps.
We need a tally of every rake Jar has stepped on.
I was hoping somebody made a bingo card already. I think we're up to like 50 rakes.
How bad it is until it's all in front of you. Do you guys really think I looked at this draft of the video and thought to myself, yeah, this is perfect. I should really just upload it as it is.
Nobody said that. Nobody was thinking that. Nobody.
Here are my current thoughts on Cinny. She didn't just speak inappropriately to a minor. She directly got them to engage with her fetish. She was 20 when she did this. She was at an age where she should have known better. I think she wanted to corrupt a minor in the same way she was corrupted when she was 14. She has also done many other inappropriate things with other minors as well. She more than likely would have kept doing stuff like this for years. I still, however, do not believe she had...
I don't even want to hear the rest of this. I don't even want to hear the rest of his point. He was cooking. He was cooking. He was cooking. He was cooking.
Any interest in kids. I do not think Cinny hurts children out of any form of desire for them or interest in hurting them. I don't think she would have ever asked for nudes of a minor or to send nudes of herself to a minor. But the fact is she hurt children, even if it wasn't out of any...
Buddy, you don't know that. You don't know that for a fact. You don't know that. Guys, I'm not doubling down. Proceeds to double down.
Any form of maliciousness, she still did it. She groomed a minor not to get with them romantically, but to get them to draw art of her fetish, and to get them to read out a comic of her fetish, which is something...
To have a child engage in a sexualized roleplay, then get them in VCs to engage in a sexualized roleplay with somebody they knew was a kid.
Something I didn't know about until later on. I don't think it's right for people to call her a pedo, but she's certainly predatory. As for the allegations of me...
You can't call her a pedo, but she's definitely predatory. What the fuck else does that mean? What does that mean? Buddy, they have multiple instances of grooming kids. Multiple. Thank you for the $200 raid. Wait, what?
How do you still not get the point, Jar?
Me rizzing up a pedo, this is also false. Cinny herself said she didn't think I was trying to make a pass at her.
I didn't think it was at the time. At the time, I thought it was just being, like, weird. I didn't think it was like an actual pass. Like, I was...
You got a 2-for-1 Edward deal.
Assuming that
you're smarter than you're letting on.
Because I just thought it was strange to say, because it's just not something you say.
Because you thought it was a flirt.
No.
Yes, Kumo was obviously coaching her, dude. But the thing is that it is weird and oddly flirtatious to have a woman in a Discord call fall asleep with you, and that you also have other people fall asleep you have to fall asleep to somebody on a Discord call. That is weirdly intimate. That is not normal, okay? Kumo was definitely coaching for that, but come on.
Really, it's just.
Well, then why would it be strange?
I mean, I don't know. It's just not like a thing I hear people say very often.
So what else could it have been?
Just him being autistic? I don't fucking know.
So I don't think I was hitting on her, she doesn't think I was hitting on her, and neither does my girlfriend. All three of the people who matter most on whether this was rizzing or not seem to be in agreement with one another.
No one cares. We could still have the opinion that what you did was a weirdly intimate thing that is not normal. That is not normal.
People have told me that they're willing to look past the chicken joke or the pussycat joke, but they have a hard time believing that the sleepy time calls were not romantic in nature. The thing is, though, this only happened once or twice, and they only lasted a couple of minutes.
It's still weird.
She herself confirmed that we did not goon, and that we mostly talked about Star Wars.
Did you guys goon together at all?
No, what the fuck?
He didn't make it like in your phone calls with him. You guys didn't do anything freaky.
Oh yeah, dude. The clip where he says he's attracted to City Bear's avatar. Like, what did he say? Was it the avatar? I don't remember the exact verbiage. It's something like that. Whoever, Shinji, if you could find that, I appreciate it.
Mostly just talked about fucking like Star Wars and shit. And I mostly just talked about my cat. Like,
I do not hit on women by telling them about Star Wars lore. Even I have more riz than that. I have enough.
No, you don't. Why are you lying? Like, why are you lying to yourself? I'm kidding. I have no idea what J.a.r's like when he's trying to riz women. He's definitely a weirdo. The Jaden Animations thing, especially the Woofy Chew thing. What? Does anyone remember the clip where he's talking about how in love he was with Jaden's thing, right? Her sprite. And then he goes, yeah, I'm attracted to Jaden Animations. And Woofy Chew has an attractive voice. And it's like some fucking lolly beast character thing.
Social awareness to know that if you're going to try to get into a woman's pants, you don't tell her about the 2-hour-long Disney Plus Star Wars show review you're working on.
Unless that girl really does like Star Wars and you meet her and she starts talking about it, then you could talk about it. You know, that's called like basic conversation, understanding what the other person likes and then talking about that thing if you have a shared common interest. J.a.r, you have no riz.
Thought of getting with her, gooning with her, getting her to draw porn of me, or meeting up with her in real life never crossed my mind. I have done quote-unquote sleepy time calls with other people, and
you're the one that called it sleepy time calls. Am I retarded? Did he not call it that? I'm so used to J.a.r, like, just say it.
Yes, that does include my girlfriend. The problem is, she has an early morning shift, and she normally passes out long before I do. But here's 3 people, aside from my girlfriend, that I have also done sleepy time calls with.
No! He got more examples! It doesn't change anything. It's weird.
Have I ever fell asleep on the phone while talking to you?
Yes.
Out of all the time you've known me...
Another woman? J.a.r, you should have picked some more men.
Months, have I ever made it a pass or an advance or anything like that towards you?
No.
Okay, wow, crazy. It's an independent situation, different from the other one. That doesn't matter.
Have I ever done a quote-unquote sleepy time call with you where I fall asleep while chatting?
Yes, you have.
That's Vincent?
I wanted to confirm if that was true or not.
Oh, Vincent wanted to be on the sleepy time call. You wanted to be on the sleepy time call.
I think it's pretty obvious you do that. It's weird, but I can understand.
No, you can't. Stop lying. Why are you lying? You can understand why people do sleepy time calls with random strangers. Bullshit, Vincent.
I think I suggested ASMR for you.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
So, via Qui.
No! J.a.r. J.a.r. Okay. This is me trying to save you right now, okay? Hear me out. This guy trolled a man so hard that he burst into tears about his rape, and they both weaponized their rapes against each other in a fight. This dude is a troll. Like, this dude is a buddy troll to you. I'm warning you, J.a.r. This dude is buddy trolling you. It's happening. Viaqui, I don't care. I'm just speaking the truth, dude. You're a buddy troll, and you're eventually gonna do something. I already can tell. It's obvious.
I want to ask you something. You're a male, right?
Yeah. You're a male.
Do you think I have any romantic...
Wait, who is this? This is the guy with the Xbox mic that that made Hippleton burst into tears, where he became the commentary jonkler. Untrue? What the flip? Come on, let's be real, bro. Let's be real. Come on. You're a fucking troll, dude. I know what you are. After that Hippleton call, there is no way for me to look at you as a normal person. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen, brother. It's just a bunny troll waiting to happen. Whether you know it or not yet.
Interest or attraction to you?
No.
Okay, have I fallen asleep on calls with you?
Yeah.
Definitely more than once.
Yeah.
And you never thought it was a romantic or sexual thing?
No.
And it usually just lasts a tough...
Romantic? Bro, it's because you're a dude. j.a.r is straight. Well, technically he's gay. Like, he's a closeted homosexual. And he's only sexually attracted to one man, Professor Dreadlock, okay? He can't cheat on Professor Dreadlock.
Couple of minutes, we talk about random shit as I'm laying in bed, and then I say, all right, man, I think I'm going to pass out now. And then you say bye, I stop the call, and then maybe I'll hit you up again, but usually I fall asleep, right?
Yeah.
Okay, are you positive? I'm not just, like, leading you on with these responses.
Yes.
And my last...
This is a full-blown humiliation ritual. And the fact that Viacui started laughing at the end, come on, bro. Come on, dude. j.a.r, it's just a warning, okay, buddy? I'm being upfront with you, okay? You just recognize what may happen.
Last response, I told you guys I couldn't explain why I do sleepy time calls.
I'm so sorry. What were these DMs?
Yes.
And my last
What are these? Oh, I think I do. Sorry, I'm recording a call right now. I'll have to do it after. Cool, I'm going to bed. Good night, pajama boy. What the fuck is happening? I'm so ill. I'm so mad. I can't go to work. Can we call as a What is with the spamming of the emotes? What's happening?
response, I told you guys I couldn't explain why I do sleepy time calls. That was a lie. The true reason why I do sleepy time calls is quite embarrassing. Throughout the day I distract myself from my thoughts, whether that's playing video games,
Why are you telling us this? 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 Why are we telling this? Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this? Why are you telling me? I don't need to know this. I don't need to know this.
Going to work, hanging out with friends, or even going for a walk. But when it...
You know, like basic human shit? I do what normal people do. Okay? I don't believe it.
It's time for sleep. I have nothing to distract myself with.
Are you stupid? You put on a YouTube video. You just put a YouTube video on, put it on the speaker, and just fall asleep listening to like 40K lore. Like, that's what other people do. There's whole channels dedicated to like lore of games that you might like for like 3 hours that are just like not ASMR, but a dude with like a interesting voice that puts you to sleep. That's it. You don't need to do a call.
And all of those bad thoughts quickly surface all at
the bad thoughts.
I have nothing to distract myself with. And all of those bad thoughts quickly surface all at the same time.
All my evil, demented thoughts. All my thoughts of wanting to bang Professor Dreadlock and spread his ass cheeks like a fucking piece of butter. I can't take it. I have to talk to someone else.
I can't look at my phone or the screen will wake me up. And I think about...
What are you talking about? Do you not have YouTube Premium? You just get YouTube Premium. You kind of just let the video play. You flip it over, and then you just listen to it. Like, that's it. It's not hard.
About things that make me angry and things that make me anxious. The quote-unquote sleepy...
Which is the ACC stuff. Which is how you're perceived on the internet. Because you put so much of your entire being into the internet. That is your fault.
Time calls are a good way for me to distract myself from these intrusive thoughts. I didn't do this with a lot of people because, well, it seems like a weird thing to do. I did this with my roommate a few times, but he was off on a business trip. I really didn't want this getting out there, but now it's out there, so I can do all the sleepy time calls I want to do with people now. I knew for...
Yeah, you're still a weirdo. You're still a creep. Do what you want, but you're still a weirdo, bro.
For a fact that people would find it weird, but I really don't see a problem with it. All it is me laying in bed talking to someone about some random topic as I slowly pass out, and then...
It's so weird because there are 50,000 other methods to do it. That's why it's weird.
And I hang up. I think people are overreacting to...
And it's also weird that you did that with somebody that you were making a video on as an accused groomer. That's why it's weird, j.a.r. Understand that important facet that you are not actually acknowledging.
this a little bit too much, especially when they put a romantic spin on it. However,
No, okay. The reason that I was put on a romantic spin is because the idea of the sleepy time calls is not normal. People that do long distance relationships may do that or tend to do that. Regular people don't do that. You are an enigma.
However, I still shouldn't have done this with someone I was looking into with a topic this serious. It won't happen again.
How about you just never fucking get involved in drama content for the rest of your fucking miserable life? How about that, j.a.r?
Kumo truly did believe that I had romantic interest in Cindy. He could have set me up, get me to quote-unquote confess my love to her, and then I would have
no, why would he? Why would she go along with that? Why would he even attempt to do that?
no way of backing out of it. I think he didn't do this because he knew I would say, sorry, I'm not into you like that. Here's what I think happened. Kumo might have had a thing for Cindy. Not saying it was a romantic thing, but him calling her sweetheart was definitely an odd thing for him to do.
Oh, so now we're throwing Kumo under the bus again. Instead of acknowledging, this video could have been chopped down to about 11 minutes. And now we're going on the fuck Kumo brigade again.
Realized he was in over his—
Yes, Kumo's an idiot. Kumo was saying weird shit to Cindy. Kumo was trying to control the narrative in the story. j.a.r, that doesn't change how you did anything. It doesn't. Nothing. Zero. Nada. It doesn't change shit. Kumo could be the biggest piece of shit, schizophrenic, mentally ill freak on the planet, getting girls to cut their names into their thighs or whatever. Listen, it doesn't change the actions that you made and did. None of it. None of what Kumo did changes that. None.
His head trying to defend Cindy. I don't believe he was saying she was totally innocent, just less guilty like I was. And once he got his hands on my video, he knew he could use me as the fall guy. He released it so I wouldn't have a chance to remake it or reach out to Jack and—
You know what's crazy is that he's like pissed off that people will try to ascribe reasoning or actions that he did that he believes that he didn't do, right? So think about it like this. So he's upset that people are saying, oh, well, people thought I had a romantic interest in j.a.r and blah, 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 but then proceeds to do the exact same thing to Kumo and then tries to add a conspiratorial aspect to it, putting some form of narrative onto Kumo. Interesting.
Nano. He then got Cindy to send him her DMs with me. Then he proceeded to release it to everyone without my or her permission first. When I was asked for my DMs with Cindy, the first thing I said was, let me ask her for permission first. When I realized she sent them to Kumo, it absolutely shocked me and caught me off guard. The original accusation that I was simping for Cindy originally came from Kumo, and according—
No. What happened was that Chud was live. While Chud was live, he received those DMs in regard to you and j.a.r, where you were saying, do you like my cock? Sleepy time calls, all this other shit. That's where it came from. Kumo was a vector of it, but nobody gave a fuck about what Kumo was saying or doing. I'm gonna be honest.
To him, he did it to stop me from raping Cindy. Kumo and Goblin Girl did what they did to get the hate off of themselves, but it didn't work.
No shit, it didn't work because you have to be a complete retard.
Kumo, Goblin Girl, Cindy, and Jack are now all gone. I was very stupid with how I handled this situation. But out of everything in this drama around me, people saying that I cheated on my girlfriend hurts the most of all. So—
oh my god, no way. That is not his girlfriend's profile photo. There's no way. There's no way that's his girlfriend's profile photo. You have got to be kidding. No, please tell me this isn't his girlfriend, please. Please.
Oh, mind if I ask you, do you think I'm the type of person who would cheat on my girlfriend?
No.
Oh, okay, so that's not his girlfriend. That's not his girlfriend. That's not his girlfriend. Thank God. Thank God.
I think anybody with a functional brain can tell you're quite the opposite. You get very worried about upsetting her, even like the tiniest amount. There's no way in hell you would ever cheat on her. That's obvious to anybody who's spoken to you for even a couple of minutes. Having known you for months, in my—
Okay, listen. Maybe he wasn't cheating on his girlfriend. I'll take that. But everything else I still stand by. Still weird that you did it. Still weird that you had a conversation with j.a.r in the middle of the night trying to fall asleep. Still kind of weird that you were trying to downplay and defend what j.a.r did at one point. You did all these things, you know? All these NPCs that you're throwing into the video doesn't really change much.
My experience, I can say no.
Listen to my voice. Listen to the way I talk. Do I really sound like the kind of guy who just sleeps around with women all the time?
Guys, listen. I am too retarded to have a harem. I'm too retarded to sleep around and bang women. Like, bro, there are dudes that sound more autistic than you that are probably getting pussy more than you. Like, I don't know what this is going on with.
No, of course not. Obviously, I'm the type of guy who is so happy when a woman gives me the chance that I won't try anything to mess it up.
Why are you telling me this? I know you're trying to be like, I didn't cheat on my girlfriend. Here's all the really sad shit I have to say about it. Okay, I get it, but like, come on.
Absolutely wonderful. She is amazing, and I'm so happy that she can love me despite my flaws. I never thought I would meet a woman like that. It's not okay for you guys to make statements about me cheating on my girlfriend with such flimsy evidence, or for a handful of you to try to gaslight her into thinking I cheated on her.
Wait, who's gaslighting her? Who's gaslighting her? People that are important to the situation going to your girlfriend and gaslighting her? Dude, it was weird. It's creepy. It's kind of intimate that you're having these late night calls. That is what late night calls and sleeping on call is known for. It is weird, and you failed to articulate that. Do I want to say definitively that you're cheating on your girlfriend in no meme, with no meme attached? No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to say you're definitively cheating on your fucking girlfriend. What I am going to say as a meme, as a joke, is that Professor Dreadlock is your beard. Your girlfriend is just... Your girlfriend is just a beard for you and Professor Dreadlock to have a real relationship together. That's called a joke, Jar. It's called making fun of you. Please understand the difference between the two.
Been cheated on before. It's not a fun thing to go through. I would never.
Why are you telling people that you got cheated on?
Someone else through that same pain. As for me claiming that Cindy's avatar, along with the avatars of other people, are attractive, yeah, of course they are. They're artistically pleasing to look at. If someone has an attractive...
there's a difference between artistically pleasing to look at and being sexually aroused by said artwork. Is he really trying to defend that he gets aroused by drawings?
Avatar, that does not mean I want to get with them. That is...
What, the Jade and animation thing? What about the Jade and animation thing? You said I'm attracted to their art. And you said that Woofy Chew has a cute voice or whatever, attracted to their voice or something. I'm trying to remember the exact verbiage. It's like annoying me. I can't remember it off the top of my head.
Absolutely ridiculous and silly. I can't even believe I'm having this conversation right now. This is such a weird and bizarre thing for people to focus in on. I've never even heard of someone else dealing with something like this.
What? Dealing with what?
Of course they are. They're artistically pleasing to look at. If someone has an attractive avatar, that does not mean I want to get with them. That is absolutely ridiculous and silly. I can't even believe I'm having this conversation right now. This is such a weird and bizarre thing for people to focus in on.
Dude, it's creepy. It's weird. It's weird to be sexually attracted to art. Shouldn't you want to, like, find a real woman? Like, I get it. You could find things, like, attractive, I guess, but it's like, bruh. Like, maybe you shouldn't be telling people that. Maybe you shouldn't have put a whole video together with the end of it being like, I'm attracted to Jade in animation. She's actually a crush of mine. Her artwork, I'm so into it. Like, bruh.
I've never even heard of someone else dealing with something like this.
Lolicons deal with it constantly. People that like Lolicon constantly get shit on for finding those things attractive. Those are pedophiles, Jar.
Asked nor looked for an image of what Cindy looked like in real life. Now I've seen what she looks like in real life, and I'm gonna be honest here, I'm not interested. The idea that I saw her avatar, fell in love with her, and then
No, you found it sexually attractive and you were talking to her weird in a call, or that you were having sleepy time calls in general is where that came from. You did this to yourself.
Decided to protect her so she would get with me so I could do things to her unconsensually.
Nobody was accusing you of attempting to rape Cindy Bear other than Kumo, and no one cares about Kumo. Stop it.
An absolutely ridiculous and stupid idea. After everything happened with the Cindy drama, a bunch of people came out of the woodworks, and Gish galloped by hitting me with as many allegations as
Gish galloped? He's talking about Mally.
They could. Most famously of which are the allegations from Choco. Choco made the...
Choco? Oh, the artwork thing. Yeah, this is a stupid fucking allegation.
Claimed that she had a perfect memory from a call that happened over 4 years ago. Gotta admit, that's pretty impressive. I struggle to remember a call I had with Vincent Skullman just a couple of weeks ago. Unsurprisingly, this call was unrecorded. She made the claim that I asked her to draw my avatar, raping J.Animation's avatar. I do consider this to be a strange claim, especially when we consider the fact that I've never requested rape porn of my character before or after this. Choco did show evidence.
I'm gonna be honest. This part, I crashed out over this allegation because if you read like the full DMs in full, because the girl uploads the video, uploads the DMs in that screen recording as the end of the DMs in the beginning, and then the beginning of the DMs at the end of the video. If you read it all the way through, j.a.r. literally is just an idiot. He should have vetted it earlier, but there is no indication that j.a.r. said, I want rape artwork. I want this, I want that they were aware of the person's age until later on. Like, it's a stupid allegation that this girl made. Like, I crashed out on Give an Ant over it. It's on my channel currently. j.a.r. should have vetted this person. He should have vetted them. He shouldn't be asking for this shit either, but, you know.
That I got her to draw Jade Animations lifting up her shirt when she was 17 and a half. I do not know how you go from requesting rape porn to ending up with a picture that could fit in a thumbnail. I think I was going to use this for a thumbnail about Jaden porn, but I decided not to because I thought it would be in bad taste. Some people have pointed out I said you drew porn of her for me as a way to claim that I lied. The thing is though, this was for a thumbnail about Jade Animations porn, so of course it's going to be pornographic in nature. She told me that she was 17 at the time when she drew it, and I just didn't know how to react. This was the day before Christmas, so the next day I spent—
Yes, this is after the artwork was already made, and she was told later on what her age is. It is a massive fuck up on j.a.r.'s end, but it is not him purposely commissioning artwork to get children to draw porn for him. It's just not.
Time with my family and kind of forgot about it.
Like, he's a complete dipshit retard, a lack of optics dipshit, but that's really it.
I didn't know Choco's age at the time, and I should have asked for it. After
should've.
Choco released her doc on me, she blocked me, and I do not know why. She was always the one trying to talk to me for years, and I always gave her—
So here's my thing, right? This is not as famous as of an allegation as the Mali malware stuff, the Lin stuff. All that stuff matters way fucking more in the grand scheme of this. Like, how you treated those people. Like, that matters 50,000 times more.
her short responses. Sometimes they were as short as one word. I went over this in my last response, and a few people have been making the claim that I said everything in her document was true. I never said that in my
No, not that I'm aware of.
last response. Every time I've asked someone for an example of this, they either went back and watched it, realized they were wrong, and apologized, or they would just call me a liar and not even bother to check. I guess this is one of those famous examples of me quote-unquote self-reporting. The idea that I just really wanted rape porn then and there and couldn't wait for her to turn 18, and then I proceeded to never do it again. She went on to not talk to anyone about—
Which is a good point. The only thing I got out of this allegation was that j.a.r. commissioned porn of Jada despite her public requests to stop that. Yeah, no, I agree with that. No one cares about this allegation. I actually crashed out on that allegation and basically defended j.a.r. in some aspects. So, like, I don't know what the fuck he's talking about.
This, and then proceeded to constantly try to get into contact.
Maybe there's some other smaller channels that went with that and said j.a.r.'s a groomer, which you're just giving him an out.
With me.
Proof.
All just seems a bit ridiculous.
How does anyone join the Police Academy, Chris? The Discord? Oh, you can join. There's a free chat in there just for the Academy chat. The Academy is like the free chat, right? Where you guys can talk and stuff if you're not a member, and you can still stay in the Discord. But I usually talk in the main cop chat if you're a member. If you're a member, you can get access to like all the Discord channels and the VCs and stuff. So if you want to join, join.
This story does not add up at all. Something I did not go over in my last response is my whole interaction with a 16-year-old girl at the pool. I didn't think I needed to go over this originally.
Oh my god, not the pool thing again. Not the pool thing again.
This story does not add up at all. Something I did not go over in my last response is my whole interaction with a 16-year-old girl at the pool. I didn't think I needed to go over this originally, but a lot of people have been commenting about it.
Yes, because how you articulated yourself was single-handedly the worst way to defend yourself I've ever seen in my entire life.
Some people, like Chuli, have even made the claim that I got an erection from seeing the 16-year-old girl at the pool.
I'm gonna be honest, the way it sounded that you were like, well, I didn't want something to happen, so I left the vicinity. It's like, dude, how else could I interpret that? That is so fucking weird.
One thing I feel isn't brought up enough, and something j.a.r. hasn't responded to, is how he admitted to not being able to go to public pools because underage 16-year-old girls might show up and he won't be able to stop himself from leering at and daydreaming about them, causing himself to get an erection.
That is dramatic. I will state that Chuli was doing that, but to be fair to Chuli, she's probably gilding the lily a little bit, making it be like, holy shit, I can't believe he said, oh, I can't go to a pool if there's like a 16-year-old there. I just don't want to like daydream, look at them, and then something happens. I need to leave the pool. It's like, you said it in the creepiest way imaginable. It is hard not to interpret it any other way.
What they say happened. Now let's listen to what I actually said.
Like, can I tell you the worst part about being a guy? I'm at the pool, just relaxing.
Hold on. His audio balancing is so terrible.
16-year-old girl shows up in her bikini. I realize I have to get the fuck out of there right now because, like, I'm not going to be paying attention. I'm going to daydream. I'm going to look in her general direction, and then suddenly a situation is going to happen. So
That's the problem. What situation? That's why it sounds terrible. Like, it sounds bad because you made it sound bad. It's creepy, dude. It's creepy. Okay, j.a.r, it's fucking creepy.
So I realize, like, whenever I see a 16-year-old girl in a bikini while I'm at...
He activates rape mode. That's a joke, j.a.r. I am not calling you a rapist.
The pool, I'm like, whoop. Time to go home.
I never implied that I got an erection or any other form of arousal.
I'm so sorry. It's kind of weird that you say a situation's going to happen when you're talking about a 16-year-old at the pool.
If you get a boner in the pool, the last thing you should do is get out of the water.
There's no way that this is the cope. He's just like, well, if you get an erection in a pool, why would you leave the pool? What? Why are you... Is that the are you joking, or are you taking the real argumentation point there?
For obvious reasons, I think all the men in my audience already know the answer to this. The story about me and the 16-year-old was something I just made up to give Cindy an example that it's harder for guys...
And it was a weird example.
...to deal with allegations like this. And with how people are reacting to this made-up story of mine, it kind of proves my point.
No, it doesn't. You made it sound weird. That's your fault. That's no one else's fault. You're the one that made it sound weird.
But if you don't want to believe me that it's made up, alright then,
That's fine. It can be made up. It still doesn't change the fact that that is the weirdest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life.
I know she was 16. What, did you think I went up to her and got her ID? How old was I when this happened? For all you guys know, I could have been 17, 16, or even 12. In my hypothetical story, I said I didn't want to get accused of being a creep.
How do you get accused of being a creep for just being at the pool? You know what's creepy? Is if you go up and try talking to the 16-year-old about sexual shit or commenting on their body or whatever. That's pedophilic. That's fucking creepy. If you're just hanging out in the pool and a family shows up and there's a 16-year-old girl, there's nothing to worry about. Like, because you're not going to talk to them.
A lot of people have twisted this story into me saying that I couldn't control my urges.
It sounds like it.
Never said nor implied that, and it's very weird that people's minds are going there. If this was the case, I would never admit to something like this. When I brought up daydreaming, I wasn't talking about daydreaming about the girl, I was talking about daydreaming in general.
Dude, this is actually the most real fucking message in the chat today. Short, fat otaku and just a robot in competition to see who could shoot themselves in the foot the hardest. That's rough. That's rough. That's true. It's entirely true. Like, it's actually so fucking accurate.
Daydreaming, I wasn't talking about daydreaming about the girl, I was talking about daydreaming in general. I zone out sometimes and just stare off into the distance.
My girlfriend can confirm this. when I came to visit her last time, we went to a gathering of the Juggalos. You guys went to the Juggalo gathering? That's kind of cool if you did. If you just did like a regular gathering, that's kind of gay. She was trying to ask me something, and I was zoning out a random section of the place before she smacked my arm. I was staring at an eating area that was across the place, not because I was hungry, because I was thinking of Superman 2020. His autism's too powerful. His autism's too powerful.
Sometimes it does freak people out. I can't believe I said I would look in their general direction and they changed that to me leering at them. Or that
We didn't change it to that. You made it sound like that. You put the hypothetical together that made it sound fucking weird.
He claimed that I couldn't go to public pools. Any allegation against me would have been made sooner if people were confident that they were true. But people...
No, dude, people are making fun of the fact that you said something like that. And we all went, no, Jar, no, that's crazy. Why would you say that? Nobody was like, Jar's going to rape a 16-year-old. Nobody said that. Am I streaming earlier? Nah, it's just for today.
People only came out about this stuff when I was less like...
I like woke up at 7 a.m. and I was like, fuck it. I want to get through the stream today. I want to give you guys some content since I've kind of been falling off in regard to uploading this month. So I just wanted to give you guys the content you're looking for.
Likely to fight back. Not an honorable move, but an effective one. People are right about a few things when it comes to me. I overshare, and that's the last thing you want to do when people are bashing on you.
It's not just oversharing. Are you kidding? Jar Tep for 1,000 years. Also, Jar once again
Jar
spreads
for
claims no
1,000
evidence.
years.
DM incoming. Okay.
Also, Jar
yes.
once again
Lio,
gives a claim with no
please.
evidence. DM incoming.
Please let me know what the fuck he's talking. Oh, here's the DMs between Lio and Vincent. So now, remember when Jar said that Lio told Vincent that he shouldn't upload anything in regard to Jar? This is apparently the DM evidence between Vincent and Lio Convoy. So yes, this conversation is concluded. I owe you nothing. Okay. Lio, stop being Batman, you fucking nerd. I have no reason to trust you, and this entire whatever, it has nothing to do with you. The last thing I'll leave you with this. If you ever release the car you had with Jar in October, then you better snip out what he says about Ponder and her crew. They don't deserve that vile gossip being spread about them, much less publicly. So he's saying if you do upload the call, cut out what Jar said about Ponder. What did Jar say about Ponder, Lio? Is it something that that Jar might be right about? That's interesting. So Vincent responds with that it's settled and I'll be on my way. I'll take what you have said into consideration. Were you Ponder sweeping, Lio? Lio said not to upload it in any circumstances. Law, what a Weasley little liar. Well, yeah, he's going to try and do the most bad faith interpretation possible because it's easy to dunk on you. Like, it is easy to dunk on you. It's easy to shit on you, Lio. No, it wasn't. Okay. What was it? Why are we why are we not talking about it? Is it just like a rumor? Is it like a shitty rumor that nobody can substantiate? Because if it is, I'll just throw my hands up on that one. But like, that's interesting. But Lio, again, Jar's exact words were, Lio said not to upload under any circumstance. Okay? That is Jar's own words. Lio's words, if you ever release the call you had with Jar in October, then you better snip out what he says about Ponder and her crew. He's not saying to not upload the call. He's saying just to clip that specific section. That's interesting. That's interesting. Jar, why are you lying? Why are you lying, Jar?
I'm an absolute pussy in live debates.
I found the call to go back over to be accurate because I'm not Jar. Fair.
And I fold way too fast. I've also said stupid things that made me look worse than I really am. Like when I said that...
If you can find whatever's in that call, Lio, if it's about the VidCon situation, just send it to me. I'll leak just that section.
Revenge sometimes feels like it's the only thing that keeps me going, when it actually isn't. Let's ask someone I quote-unquote tried to get revenge on for 7 years. Lulu, the person in the video about my past. Hello, Lulu Bell, or Lulu as...
Why the fuck are we interviewing somebody from the past?
I know you. We were in a drama around the Princess Elizabeth drama 10 years ago, right?
It wasn't about VidCon. Lame!
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so... One question I have for you is, when I finally made my video, quote-unquote, getting revenge, and I talked about what you guys did to me, and we finally got into contact, did I yell at you, scream at you, or try to spread false information about you?
No, I don't think so.
Wait, what? But he did mention the Vincent call flatly, that he just used me. Fun. Oh, can you Could you just send me that recording? I want to hear it from his own words.
So
I want to hear it from his own mouth. I just want that section. I don't want the whole call. Come on, Lio. Screen record that for me, buddy.
Remember any false information stuff?
Okay, well, the problem is people keep saying I'm a guy who wants to get revenge on everyone, like an
You, in the Mally call, said that you're vindictive.
eye for an eye kind of thing, but I really just want to talk about what happened to me.
No, bro, you made a tower of Babel on everyone in the ACC and their drama. You said it yourself that you're vindictive. Those are your own words.
And I just want you to know that I never wanted to do to you what happened to me.
Yeah, no, I get that. I feel like you've already addressed a lot of the stuff that I was uncomfortable with initially when stuff was coming out.
Yep.
But we're like really relaxed, and I don't actually see what people mean by the revenge thing, because like
Man, so j.a.r found somebody has no idea what's going on in regard to the rest of the stuff, okay? The rest of the stuff has no idea, all right? No fucking idea. And he just magically starts going, well, you know, people say I'm vindictive. Do you believe I'm a vindictive person that has not seen the evidence against me in regard to all the other times I've been vindictive? No, I've never seen that before, Just a Robot. I am vindicated as Just a Robot.
probably arguably one of the people you should.
I am fucking having mental. Where's Beckett? This little fuckwit. Beckett, never stream right before me, okay, bitch. Never do that again. I'm kidding, buddy. I'm kidding. Time slots are gay, but this is bullshit.
Hate the most.
Like, I did refer to it as revenge because I didn't know what else to call it, but it's more maybe closure or whatever. And me and you have talked things out, and I got closure. And honestly, to me, that's way better outcome than me just hurting you, because me hurting you wouldn't have brought me peace.
Yeah,
I don't believe that. I think if you had something on this person, you would have done it because you made the Tower of Babel on everyone else.
Welcome to the farm.
Oh, hey, there's the $10 dono.
I don't know why people keep saying that I want revenge. Also, j.a.r has admitted to having seething hatred to people who wronged him, has dirt on everyone he knows, admits to being vindictive.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? I hope you guys enjoyed the $10 dono. It's about j.a.r. Well, the $20 dono is j.a.r's voice, but you might find that one funny.
Understand that.
But thank you for the 10. We're able to test those. So all the other ones seem to be working except for the $200 N-word clip. That's annoying.
Fact of the matter is, I didn't spend years of my life just trying to get revenge or bash someone at the perfect time.
I'm so sorry. Then what was the Tower of Babel for? Is his response better than before? No. Thuman, no. Thuman, no. Thuman, no. What was the Tower of Babel for then? What was you threatening Mally? What were all those things? Like, what are you talking about?
I just wanted to talk about what happened to me. Me and Lulu Bell are friends now, and she makes art for me. I'm a forgiving person at heart, and I forgave her for everything.
You're a forgiving person? Dude, you said in a call that you recorded with someone else. Okay, I'm gonna start getting pissed. Dude, you said in a call with somebody, I don't remember who it was, you said the exact words were, I hold on to grudges, people that have wronged me in the past, I hold on to it for too long, it's unhealthy, I could be vindictive at times. You never said the word forgiving until today.
The hatred I'm receiving isn't fun to deal with, but if I'm going to stay on YouTube, I just have to get used to stuff like this.
Yes! Post through it, dumbass! You should have done that 8 months ago.
I understand that I talk funny and say things in a very bizarre way. Don't lie to yourself. When you hear me talk, the only thing you can think of is how I'm an easy target.
No. It's not just because of that. You're trying to weaponize your autism like Boblax does. Oh, you little shit. You little shit. Dude, it's not because you're an easy target. It's because, first off, you have been doing shit like this for over a decade. You have been fucking with people for over a decade. You've been vindictive to people for over a decade. You have put your nose into dramas that you have no fucking idea what you're doing for over a decade. All of this is your own fault. It is not because you're an easy target. It's because you are a fucking loser. You are the peak of what is described to be a crybaby. You belong in the ACC. You are the quintessential person that belongs in this fucked up, dipshit, grooming loving community. The ACC is your home. That is what you are, and you will never escape it.
You think I don't know? I get it. It's funny to mock someone like me, and it's smart to paint me as much as an awful person as you can, so your hatred for me seems justifiable. Plenty of people couldn't wait for my downfall. They just lacked a reason, and now they have it.
No, they had reason. They just didn't want to deal with you at the time. Stop trying to downplay that.
But all of this is a little overblown in my book. Moving forward, I'll be more careful with how I handle situations like this. And
how about you don't do drama content ever fucking again? You sympathy farming dipshit. How about that? How about you stay away from drama content because you constantly fucking fail at it now? The only reasons that you got wins in your previous dramas was because it was already over. Because you covered these dramas when it was basically already concluded, when all the legwork was done, and then did a roundup video and declare victory. That is what you are known for. That is what your legacy is. You are nothing, j.a.r.
Of course, I'm going to be using a script more often. I'm not just doing this for me, but I'm also doing it for the people I care about. I can't control what everybody is saying about me, but I can control how I act from here on out. I'm going to get back to reviewing movies and shows I really want to talk about. I want to thank everybody who gave their lines for this second response. I hope everybody who has made it to this point of the video has a good day. And in case I don't see ya, good morning, good afternoon, and good night.
Fucking pathetic. That is actually worse than the original response video. That's crazy. I cannot believe, genuinely, that this is somehow worse than the original response video. j.a.r. learned nothing. Nothing. Thuman, I believe you should watch that video independent from live streams. And I need you and the girls to look that over. I need you to watch that with Mally and the rest of them and really kind of like make them see what the fuck's going on. Put a stream together with Chuli or something. I don't care. Make Chuli some money. Just have her stream that at this point, because this is the amount of shit that was expouted throughout this is the most victim shit imaginable. Are there things that people got wrong about j.a.r.? Yeah, I can admit that. And I said it in this stream. But all of that doesn't change the actions that j.a.r. made in the defense of Cinny, in the defense of these people, in the downplaying of Cinny, in the argumentation points of what accountability really means, dude. You need to understand, j.a.r., that you need to be held the fuck accountable for the bullshit that you did. I don't like doing the accountability shit, but you, in particular, need to learn basic accountability. It's already archived. What are you kidding? It's done. It's dusted. It's over. I really don't want to talk about Just a Robot ever again. I'm really hoping this is the end. I hope this is in the end.
Hey guys, thank you for watching the clip. Thank you, Core, for doing the editing. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter. And make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are new. Check out the link in the description for the LOLcow trading card game. There's a brand new pack called Series X. That pack has my card in it, the tipster cards as well. On top of that, there's a bunch of other cast of characters in there, and we're also working towards an ultimate goal for that. So make sure you guys click on the link below. We're going to try and upload daily here and do live streams pretty often, so make sure you stick around and hit that like button. Thanks, guys.